Welcome back to the adventures of the Energy Friends. Episode 6, Nuclear Energy, the Tiny Giant of Power, by Scott Lovett. Tonight, our story begins as Sam and Emma drift to sleep after a day of discovery and fun. Outside, the stars shimmer quietly in the night sky, glowing like tiny bursts of energy. Emma hugs her blanket and whispers softly.
Sam, I wonder if we'll go on another energy adventure tonight.
Maybe. There's still so much energy in the world to discover.
Emma smiled as her eyes grew heavy. The room grew quiet, and a gentle glow filled the air. A spark of curiosity, ready to lead them into their next dream. And with that thought, their new energy adventure began to spark. Their dreams filled with light, brilliant flashes of gold and white swirling like tiny little fairies. A deep hum echoed softly, pulsing like the heartbeat of the earth itself. They had already explored the warmth of gas, the movement of wind, and the flow of water. But tonight's journey would take them to the power within. When Sam and Emma opened their eyes, they found themselves standing in a wide green valley. The grass sways like waves and the sky is painted with soft clouds and gentle blue. They begin to walk, side by side, the breeze lifting their hair. As they walked, the air became still and a gentle hum vibrated beneath their feet, like the heartbeat of something powerful deep underground. In the distance stood several tall, curved towers made of smooth grey cement. Thin wisps of white steam drifted lazily from the tops, rising into the bright blue sky.
Whoa, Sam, look at those towers. They're huge.
Yeah, they kind of look like giant chimneys. What do you think they're for?
The twins began walking closer along the winding path. The towers loomed larger and larger, silent sentinels in the landscape. A soft rumbling sound filled the air, and the ground seemed to pulse with energy.
Do you feel that? It's like the earth is humming.
Yeah, and it's getting louder the closer we get.
Then, as they approached the nearest tower, something extraordinary happened. Two round yellow lights appeared near the top, blinking like curious eyes. The tower gave a gentle whoosh, and puffs of steam curled around its smiling mouth. With a warm, friendly tone, the tall tower spoke.
Hello there, little adventurers. Welcome to my world. I'm Nathan Nuclear.
Wow, you're alive. Are you an energy friend?
You got it. I form part of a huge power plant that can help to make electricity.
And we remember from our past adventures what electricity is, don't we, Sam?
Oh, yes, I do. It's energy made when a bunch of EVA electrons start dancing around together.
That's right. And when all those electrons move through wires, they bring power to things like lights, TVs, and even toys.
Sam looked quizzically at Nathan Nuclear, wondering how he might create electricity.
Well, Nathan, then how do you help to make electricity?
I make electricity using the tiny power locked inside atoms.
Inside atoms? What are atoms?
Nathan knelt slightly, and a glowing projection appeared in the air, a swirling red sphere filled with tiny moving parts. It shimmered like a miniature solar system, alive with motion. Just then it sprung to life with big eyes and a warm smile.
Hello there. I am Allison Atom. Every single thing around us, the air, the grass, even your shoes, is made of atoms. They're so small you can't see them without special tools, but inside each one are tiny pieces working together. Protons, neutrons, and electrons.
Like little building blocks of everything?
Exactly. The center is called the nucleus. That's where most of the atom's energy is stored. It's held together really tight, and when we carefully split that nucleus apart, we can release an incredible amount of heat energy.
So that's what you mean by unlocking the power inside.
You got it. The tiniest things in the universe can hold the biggest energy, And that's where my friend Felix Fission comes in.
As Nathan spoke, a soft orange light began to glow beside him, a swirling ball of energy forming into a cheerful, glowing character ready to join the scene.
Hi kids, I'm Felix Fission. I help Nathan Nuclear by splitting big atoms apart to release their energy.
So, you split atoms. Isn't that dangerous?
Only if it's not handled carefully. But when we work safely, we release heat, lots of it, and that's what keeps everything running.
Whoa! That's kind of like when Gabby Gas met Fanny Fire. They made heat too.
Exactly. But instead of burning gas, Felix Fission splits atoms, and that releases enormous heat from deep inside the atom.
And it gets even more interesting. There aren't many materials that can do this, but one of them is my good friend.
As Felix spoke, bright golden sparks danced between him and Nathan. The light shimmered, and from the glow emerged a calm, confident new friend.
Hi kids, I'm Uma Uranium. You can find me deep underground in special types of rock. I'm unique because my atoms can be split, and when they are, I release an incredible amount of heat energy.
So, Felix Fission helps split your atoms, and that's what creates the heat.
So when Felix Fission splits Uma Uranium's atoms, it makes heat. And that heat is used to... What happens next?
Nathan smiled as the warm air around them shimmered, hinting that something new and powerful was about to begin. As Nathan, Felix, and Uma spoke, the ground beneath the twins began to shimmer with warmth. Tiny ripples spread through the grass, and soon they heard a gentle bubbling sound, like water heating on a stove. A soft mist began to rise, glowing in the golden light.
Sam, look! The ground is steaming!
Wow! Is that because of all the heat from Felix Fission causing Uma Uranium atoms to split?
You got it. The heat released from splitting Uma Uranium's atoms warms up water, and that's where another familiar friend comes in.
From the mist, a sparkling figure formed, her surface rippling like a lake under the sun.
Hi everyone, it's me, Wanda Water. You might remember me from our earlier adventures.
Perfect timing, Wanda Water. When Uma Uranium and I work together, we make plenty of heat to warm you up.
And when I get hot enough, something exciting happens. I change!
The air began to fill with a warm white fog. Wanda shimmered brightly, and a graceful figure rose from her glowing surface, swirling upward in a cloud of vapor.
Hey kids, Suzy Steam here, back and ready to roll. When Wanda Water gets heated, I come alive and bring the motion.
So the heat from Felix Fission and Uma Uranium's atoms splitting warms Wanda Water, and then Wanda Water turns into you, Suzy Steam?
That's right. And once I'm up and moving, it's time to set some turbines spinning.
The twins grinned. They knew exactly who might be arriving next. Somewhere in the distance, they could already hear a low, steady hum.
Right on time. Suzy Steam gives me the spin I need.
Terry! You always show up when things start moving.
The whirling blades shimmered in the sunlight as Suzy's steam rushed past.
I take the motion from Suzy Steam and pass it to my best buddy, Gaston Generator.
Bonjour once again. I am Gaston Generator. I'm always ready to turn motion into electricity.
Hello, I'm Comfort Copper, and I'm here to carry that spinning current through my coils.
And I am Mark Magnet, and when I spin with Comfort Copper, we create electrons dancing.
Inside Gaston's frame, blue sparks swirled and leapt into motion.
Woohoo! I am Eva Electron. Time to dance again.
Here I come, Electricity, lighting up the world one more time. So Felix Fission of Uma Uranium's atoms creates heat to warm up Wanda Water to create Suzy's Steam, which spins Terry Turbine, who then spins Gaston Generator with Comfort Copper and Mark Magnet inside. And then Eva electrons form and dance around to create Electricity, and she brings the glow to life.
That's amazing. All that power. From something smaller than we can even see.
That's the magic of nuclear energy, kids. It's clean, powerful, and when used safely, it can power entire cities, day and night.
And I travel through power lines to homes, schools, and hospitals, keeping the lights shining bright.
And we never stop moving, always racing to keep the world connected.
The Energy Friends glowed proudly, united once again to turn the power in an atom into pure electricity. Nuclear energy sure is. The tiny giant of power.
I split the atom, small but strong, releasing power all day long.
With steady care, I guide the flow, turning heat to power that grows.
I rise and twirl, so light and fast. Terry spins. The motion lasts.
We turn the heat to humming might, creating power pure and bright.
We spark and shine through every line, bringing light to all. It's nuclear time.
From atoms small to cities wide, the power within is on our side.
As the final notes faded into the glowing sky, Sam and Emma smiled at their new friends.
Thank you, Nathan Nuclear and Felix Fission. That was incredible.
I never knew something so tiny could make so much energy.
Sometimes, the smallest things can hold the greatest power, just like your curiosity.
As the warm glow faded and the stars twinkled above, the twins waved goodbye. The dream softened, and soon they were back in their cozy beds, the hum of energy still in their hearts. The end. And that brings us to the end of the Adventures of the Energy Friends. Episode 6, Nuclear Energy, The Tiny Giant of Power, by Scott Lovett. Stay tuned for the next exciting chapter of the Adventures of the Energy Friends. What will Sam and Emma learn next? You'll have to wait and see.